Welcome back. I got 6 days to kill here in French Polynesia before the new catamaran comes in. So on day 2, I rented a little 50cc moped and cruised down the east side of the island to the Raiatea Marae. I'm here at the Raiatea Marae site. Marae is the same as the heiau in Hawaii. It's a area of significant religious and cultural importance. A site where not only was there a large temple built, but all sorts of other houses and platforms. And we walking through. So Raiatea isn't just a place of great religious significance to the ancient Polynesians. It's actually the heart of Polynesia. Polynesia is often described as a triangle with Hawaii, New Zealand, and Rapa Nui at its 3 points, and Raiatea dead in the center. The traditional representation here is actually of an octopus with Raiatea at its head, with its tentacles spreading to all the islands of Polynesia. So Raiatea is the epicenter of ancient Polynesian culture. This is the place where rituals were performed, where royalty was invested, where meetings happened, and where the ancient Polynesians set out on their double-hulled canoes on voyages of discovery. Later, when they returned, they would enter through the sacred Te Ava Moa Pass and return to this spot. In 2014, when Hokulea set off on their Malama Honua round-the-world voyage, it was from this spot, and they returned here before returning back to Hawaii. If we do end up buying Tchaikovsky, I can't think of a better place than this to set off on a 2,400-mile voyage to Hawaii. I continued on around the 100-kilometer road that circumnavigates the island. There are lots of copra drying sheds along the road. Copra is the dried out coconut meat, which is then pressed to produce coconut oil. The defatted remains of this are then used as animal feed. Copra used to be the main cash crop of many of the Polynesian islands, and I saw a lot of copra still being produced in Fiji, but I hadn't seen much elsewhere. Well, I'm nearing the south end of Raiatea right now. You can see got 2 sailboats anchored in a lovely little sandy patch out there on the reef. It looks utterly fantastic. Got myself a little Peugeot Tweet, a French moped. Working out okay. It's got a governor set for 45 kilometers. Can't go any faster than that, but my excellent little steed for today. I continued on around the island and decided to take the cutoff road that heads up the central valley of the island. I'd been told that there was a hiking trail here. It ended up being well marked along the side of the road, but turned out to be a very well-groomed 150-meter walk to some lookout points overlooking Mount Tuamaru and the valley below. Well, I'm in the central part of Raiatea now. I've taken the middle road back from the south coast, coming up over the kind of central valley in the island, and there's a little hike. It's only 300 meters or so, but it's a great little hike. Get up off the moped and kind of see this central valley area. That's the highest point on Raiatea, back behind me, a little over 1,000 feet tall. There's drumming going on back down in the distance, and just absolutely gorgeous. It feels so different than being in Hawaii. It's just, it's all lush, it's gorgeous. So many of the plants and vegetation are the same, but it's just so rural. It's like taking a step back in time. Absolutely beautiful being here. So the reason that they built this place was to show off the pulpit lava. I wish I had taken a picture of the sign saying how this was formed, because I haven't been able to find anything out about it online. I'm sure it's called something else, but it's really cool lava formations, how it dried in this kind of wavy curtain kind of formation as it cooled. Anyway, these are some stunning formations, and it was definitely well worth a quick jaunt up the hill to check it out. From the Promenade de los Gabros, it was just a quick trip down the valley past some vanilla plantations to get to the Fa'aroa Valley Botanical Gardens. You know, botanical gardens aren't really my thing, but they did have some amazing plants, and the walk was dramatically longer than the so-called hike I'd just gone on. It seems to me that most of the flowers had bloomed and were starting to wilt away, but it was a lovely way to get out and stretch my legs. So for sunset that day, I decided to go west from my hotel, checked out the Marina Apu'uiki. There's another amazing Polynesian sunset. This is the marina where the moorings keep all their charter boats. It's low season right now, and I'm not sure how many boats would normally be here, but sure seems like the marina is just chock full of boats waiting to be chartered right now. Well, at least this happened early in the trip. I'm only about 2.5 miles away from the place where I'm staying and where I rented the moped, but the moped has died. It just sounds flooded. There's a fuel problem of some sort. It's definitely not happy, and I don't have any tools with me, so I get to push this moped back about 2.5, 3 miles, hopefully. I pushed the moped for about a mile before the guy from the front desk of the hotel just happened to pass by on his way to work. He picked me up, we took off, we grabbed a new spark plug. He put that in, but that didn't fix the problem. So they were cool enough to set me up with a 120cc moped to finish off my full day's rental. I ended up doing a full loop of the island on the bigger scooter, but there weren't any public spots to check out on the west side, and it was Sunday, and you know, I wanted to get back to the bungalow to be able to check out the Seahawks and see them get crushed by the Bills. So I made a pretty quick loop and just looped all the way around the island. All right, so it's day 4 here in French Polynesia, which means that I get to go ahead and give myself a follow-up self-COVID test. So time to stick the old swab up the nose here. All right, it's supposed to go up the nose until you feel pressure, and then swirl it around 4 times. Much better than having it go up and actually tickle your brain like the official one. Then up the other nostril. 1, 2, 3, and 4. All right, now the swabs both go in this little vial. They go in a biohazard bag, and then that all goes in a bag with my barcodes on it, and identifies as me, and off to the infirmary to go ahead and drop this off, and hopefully French Polynesia will be happy with that and will let me stay until I'm ready to get the boat back. The last few days I spent exploring Utaroa, which is not only the largest town in Raiatea, but with a population of 3,700 is actually the second largest town in French Polynesia after Papeete's 26,000. It's a nice little town with a good wharf where the water taxis to Taha'a leave from, and where I built a solar arch on my last boat. There's a good central market, 2 good grocery stores, and lots of little shops that you kind of have to explore all of to figure out who carries what. I had to check out of my bungalow on day 4 and move up the hill to Buda Villa. The bungalow was great, but primitive. Buda Villa, on the other hand, is a lovely B&B where I have a large modern bathroom, a nice double bed, and my own private lanai. Unfortunately, it's been pretty stormy for the last few days, so I'm finally getting around to editing videos. I'll be heading down to Dream Yachts in the morning, and we'll finally get to start going through Tchaikovsky, but that'll have to wait until the next video.